So this is my Tottenham versus Liverpool Tottenham versus Liverpool match preview for the game on Sunday, the big game on Sunday. Certainly big for Liverpool in terms of the title race, as we go away to Spurs. And it'd be interesting to see Spurs tonight against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup, see if Spurs make any changes for the game on Sunday. But you have to say, the Carabao Cup's probably more important for Spurs, because it's their opportunity to get a trophy, in my opinion. Liverpool, it was ideal for us, making chances, still getting the win, then Southampton in the Carabao Cup, so you'd expect us to go for a strong team again. But yeah, on Spurs, they're in 10th in the Premier League table at this current stage. Hot and cold team. Spurs are basically, they can beat Man City 4-0 and then use the Crystal Palace and use the Ipswich. We a team. We a team. They had an easy game then Southampton at the weekend. Everyone expected Spurs to win that, despite Spurs' form. And for me, we've always found it tough at Spurs, haven't we? In the last couple of seasons, obviously we had that circus last season where we lost 2-1, where we shouldn't have lost, in my opinion. But we lost because of VAR. This is now on the Diaz dome, and all that scenario. But I'm not done back on that. I don't like paying it on referee decisions. We did that discipline in that game as well, which is why we went down to 9 men. And but I think it will be a tough game. It's always a tough game away at Spurs. But everyone will expect us to win as Spurs, because we're just the better team. I don't think it'll be an easy game though. Obviously, I think it'll be relatively close game. Spurs just seem to turn up for these top games. This should have been a true 4-4 with Chelsea, really, with the chances Spurs had in that game. And so they do turn up for these games, Spurs, but it's all about getting the job done for the Reds. Don't matter how we win, just get the job done at Spurs, in my opinion. Because winning that Spurs, away at Spurs, is a statement win for me. Because that is one of the most difficult games you can go to, is away to Spurs, especially in title races as well. So it's a statement win for Chelsea when they won there. But they did have defensive problems, Chelsea. This is why I'm still confident we can win the league, in my opinion. And but we don't know. We just don't know in football, do we? But in terms of my lineup, this is the lineup I'll go for. Alisson and Doe. I don't know for Arsenal, Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Simitas, Cronberg, Matthias, Spotsai, Sarr, Dapo and Jota. That's the lineup I'll go for. I think that is our best lineup that's available at the moment. I will start Simitas instead of Robertson. I will start Dapo instead of Diaz for me. I think Jota needs to start as well. The usual midfield three, I think they should start, as much Curtis Jones has been dud. So that's the lineup I'll go for. Spurs still got threatening players, having a FSC. He's very good. He's a good player. Madison's a good player on his day. Heung-min Son, again a good player on his day as well. But Son stars in these top games, doesn't he? Stars in these type of games. Watch out for Dominic Ciante as well. But I think we can get at Spurs. We can get at Spurs defensively for me. And I actually expect to start these 2 goals past Spurs in this game. Because I think Spurs are just a car crash defensively for me. And I think that's what gets them down for me. In midfield, having a pretty decent in midfield. Attack, I'm only worried about two FC and Heung-min Son for me in terms of attack. Maybe Werner though. Werner with his pace though will be a threat as well in behind. And but I would expect us to win. I do expect us to win at the weekend. I really do. But it doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. So I think the key battles is probably the defence for me. I think Spurs midfield ain't bad. The forward line ain't bad either. They will always create chances, but defensively, I think we're far better defensively than Spurs for me. Far better defensively, and I think the keeper's got a job on his hands at the weekend as well. So, but I don't care. Just win the game at the weekend. I know it's tough at Spurs. Just win the game at the weekend. So, on to my Premier League predictions then for this weekend. So, starting off then with Aston Villa versus Man City. Man City are all over the place at the moment. I think they're out of the title race now. Title contention now for me. Man City, they probably were weeks ago. I don't know what's happened to Man City. All over the place defensively. An team, and especially in midfield as well. I think Aston Villa would do a job on them. I'm enough a 3-1 win for Aston Villa over the champions. Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. I think that'll be a good game. Done for a 2-2 draw in that one. Ipswich versus Newcastle. I done for a 3-1 win for Newcastle at Ipswich. Isak and Gordon, they're in good spirits now. They'll be hitting their yips. West Ham and Brighton. I done for a 2-2 draw in that one between West Ham and Brighton. Both teams are quite unpredictable to predict, so I done for 2-2 in that one. Crystal Palace Arsenal. I done for a 1-1 draw in that one. I know Arsenal beat Crystal Palace in the League Cup, but I do think the Premier League game will be more difficult for Arsenal, in my opinion. But the good thing for Arsenal is Crystal Palace played a full strength team midweek in the Carabao Cup against them, so maybe Arsenal might have a chance of winning that game, to be fair. But I've done for a 1-1 draw because Arsenal do struggle with their shots at times. Everton Chelsea. I think that's a difficult game for Chelsea, don't Everton. As most Everton have been that bad, I can see Everton getting something, and I'm looking at Chelsea's weakness, and that is set pieces. A bit forward or front for Everton and Calvert-Lewin as well. I think Everton done cause a lot of problems set piece wise for Chelsea, and I actually think that's going to be a 1-1 draw in that one. Fulham versus Southampton. Southampton without a manager, but I don't for Fulham to win 3-1 in that game. Leicester versus Wolves. Wolves will have their new manager in charge and Victor Pereira. Done for a 1-1 draw in that one. Man United Bournemouth. Done for a 2-2 draw in that game between Man United and Bournemouth. And Tottenham versus Liverpool to end up on this match preview. Done for a 3-1 win to the Reds at Tottenham. Our last win at Tottenham was COVID season, wasn't it? 2020-21 season where we won, was it 3-0 or 3-1, something like that, and all Trent scored. So, we don't tend to have a good record away at Spurs in recent times, but I think we'll put that to bed this time. Just look at away to Man United, we had a bad recent record away at United, didn't we? And we put that to bed. I think we'll put this to bed this time in terms of the record. But I think it'll be a close 3-1. It will be a competitive and close 3-1. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to the Reds. That is my match preview. Feel free to leave your predictions down below for the Liverpool game and the Premier League predictions down below in the comments. And yes, hope the Reds can stay top of the Premier League table. Up the Reds.